In today's practice, we're going to be doing the bear part of the 5 animal frolics of Qigong. And each animal relates to different meridian lines in the body and an element of Chinese medicine. And today we're doing the bear, the earth element, our stomach and our spleen. So you might think stomach is here, but when you pat yourself on the belly, but stomach is actually quite high up under the ribs on the left side of your body, spleen and pancreas underneath. And of course, this is where we receive food, and our spleen helps convert that food into the energy we need. Emotionally, when out of balance, earth element can be overthinking, worry, anxiety, and when in balance, clear intention, determination, a little bit of creativity. So we'll see if we can find that in our movements today. Let's start with our palms down towards the ground, fingers turned in, and just get a sense for earth element energy coming up into the body, maybe through the feet, maybe through the palms. Stable, steady. You might think of it as reliable, dependable. These are the qualities we're looking for. So let's find our bear. We're going to bring loose fists into the middle of the body. Our dantian is below the belly button. And just bring loose fists onto that point. And then our first half of the bear form, we're just turning and taking a circle. Become aware of the energy underneath your hands first. Underneath your feet, heavy. And then you might also start to become aware of shoulders and hips. Notice every part of your body as you take this circle. You might like to just listen to the breath. You can change the direction of your circle. See if you can keep your attention right underneath the feet. So bear is slow, heavy. No, not really sudden movements, lumbering movements. In traditional Chinese medicine, the earth element creates metal, or you might think of it as minerals. All the minerals that the earth needs, our body needs. And it controls water. You might think of it as earth damming water. Whenever water gets in excess. All right, so that's the first half of our bear form. Just bring your hands back to the dantian. You might like to just notice how you feel. Each Qigong form is just a conversation between our mind and our body. Maybe take a few breaths. Notice how busy the mind is. Mind tends to want to always be fed, wants to always find a problem to solve. So you might just say, there's no problems to solve today. Allow the next breath to come. Allow the next breath to go. Okay, now our bear has come out of hibernation. It's hungry and it's starting to move. So the second half of the bear form, one thing you might notice as humans, when we walk, we tend to walk opposite arm and leg. But when you see a bear move, it kind of moves with the arm and leg on the same side, lumbering. So just get a sense for that moving and lifting the side of your body, same time arm and leg together. And then we're going to shift our weight onto the back leg and just take a big lumbering step here and then toe, and just let your whole body lean into that foot, and then leaning back, leaning forward, leaning back, noticing the shoulders, noticing where we can invite some space into the body. And when you're ready, we're going to lean back and just slowly step back. All right, let's try on the other side. Same movement, a heavy, lumbering step. Shift your weight and just feel the connection between the ground, whole body, every corner of the foot. Leaning back, stepping back. All right, so just find your own rhythm. Let your upper body follow the lower body so that the movement originates in the toes and the feet, is expressed through the legs, through the waist, through the sense of direction from your hips, and then, of course, is expressed through the hands. Every movement starts below the feet. And you find your bear. The only way to do it is to stop thinking, stop taking all the energy up here and sink it down. Let's do one more time each side. Really let your weight sink down. Upper body is just coming along for the ride. No analysis, no judgment. And we'll return, palms back on the body. And just come back to the breath. Notice how you feel after this form. All right, so we're going to go through a series of forms for each element of Chinese medicine, slowly embodying and learning our meridian lines, the elements, and how they impact on each other so we can keep taking responsibility for our health and bringing our body back into balance. What can we notice as we work through each of these forms? So I'll give you a little bit of information about Chinese medicine and where to take your attention. We remember that wherever our attention goes, our energy flows or follows to that point. So let's start arms down by the body. And we're going to start in our wood element. Turn the palms up, tuck the elbows in, take a breath. As we sigh out, we're going to lift heavy weight on the hand across the body up to shoulder height. And then a new breath draws us back to the center. An out breath extends over to the other side. Keep going, follow your breath. See if you can feel that weight on your palm. And as you offer, as you extend the hand out, make it an offering of openness and kindness. This is how we bring our wood element into balance. Notice the turning of your hips, this ability to adapt and be flexible. Don't always have to have it our way. We can turn, we can receive, we can offer. When out of balance, our wood element usually offers us anger and frustration, moodiness, irritation, impatience. From the wood element, we turn to our heart. We're going to draw the elbows in, little fingers come together. This is the end of our heart meridian. Draw in towards the heart with the breath in, and then just allow the elbows to come up and we push down. This is from our small intestine. Heart meridian drawing in, new breath. Small intestine, letting go. Find the rhythm in your own body, following your own breath. Fire element will bring us connection and community, joy and love. When out of balance, we can be a little scattered. Energy is all over the place. We might struggle to sleep. We might actually forget what brings us or gives us joy. Or maybe the thing that used to doesn't quite work anymore. So just invite your attention to come in towards the heart. Don't need anything to be any different. And from our fire element, we're going to move to the earth element. Bring your hands onto your dantian. And then from here, we're going to just draw the hands in towards the belly, turn the palms down, and just almost like you're polishing a table in front. A new breath to come in, a sigh out to just connect your hands to the ground, not reaching out too far, keeping our spine straight. Big sigh of letting go. As you already have heard via the bear today, our earth element is about this idea of grounding, nourishing, being held. Notice the stability in your body, consistency. From the earth, we're going to come into the metal element, draw the hands in towards the lungs. Force the breath and just extend the hands away from each other out to the shoulders, and then big sigh. Sense of letting go. Metal element is our lungs and large intestine. Drawing in new oxygen into the body, pausing and then just sighing out, making space for whatever is next. If you can just float in that pause before or between the breaths. When out of balance, our metal element can find us in moments of sadness or grief or just holding on to something that's not in our life anymore. Might be a person, a place, a possession. And when we bring our metal element into balance, we find resilience, strength, righteousness. Everything is exactly as it's meant to be in this moment. From metal, we come to water. Palms come back onto the dantian. Let's take a breath in. Pause the breath to take the hands back to the kidneys. This is our kidney and bladder meridians. Big sigh as we follow the bladder meridian down the back of the legs. Let the head be heavy. And then feel that kind of flowing tail of the wave as your new breath draws up into the body. Pause the breath again. And then deep sigh. Seeing if we can find this sense of flow. Water always gathers at the lowest place from empties out into the ocean, connecting to everything. When out of balance, we might feel fear. We might always be in the future. A lot of anxiety about what might happen. And when we bring it into balance, we just allow ourselves to let things come and go. Whenever we reach an obstacle, we just flow around that obstacle rather than resisting or pushing back. We're going to add one more set of meridians, our second fire element pair for our pericardium and triple warmer. Turn your knuckles towards each other. Take a breath as you lift up. Tuck the chin as you lean back and open. And then sigh out. Draw the fingers back in and down, opening, letting go. New breath lifts you up. And then sighing out. So this is our heart protector meridian and our triple heater, the thing that controls our body's thermostat from belly to heart to head. So just take one more time, lifting up, opening, and then letting go. Let's turn our palms and we'll take a breath, just clearing, settling in the body, sighing out. Bringing our palms together. As we always do, let's just acknowledge with gratitude to ourselves for choosing to practice today. And then we'll send that gratitude to each other.